What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Driller, and welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show from March 9th, 2019, here in Las Vegas, Nevada. You have Don Callis and Josh Matthews as your commentators. So, that being said, let's get right to the show. The opening match was Rich Swann defeating Ethan Page in a very good match, folks. This opening match between Ethan Page and Rich Swann, was pretty damn good. Ethan Page carried himself, as he should. Rich Swann also carried himself as he should as well, where it pertains to him being a flippily fit wrestler. And basically, Ethan Page, he could showcase how good of a wrestler he can be. And to say that Rich Swann carried him, actually both men carry each other in this match very, very well. Ethan Page carried himself in this match. Rich Swann carried himself in this match. Both men were spins here, having this match here. So in the end, Rich Swann ends up winning the match with the Phoenix Splash off the second rope. And yeah, so Ethan Page once again have another loss in his in Impact Wrestling. And I'm saying to myself, when he's gonna win the match, you know. I mean, last time he's ever won a match was against Matt Sydal. So we have to wait and see what that's going to lead to for the all ego Ethan Page. So also we get OVE coming out, Sami Callihan and the Chris brothers. And Sami Callihan has an announcement, a major announcement, to say that tonight is the night that Rich Swann is going to join OVE. And basically, the fans are against it, and then Rich Swann is listening to the fans and everything, and then all of a sudden Sami Callihan is like saying, "Don't listen to these idiot sheeps," and saying that, basically about the whole thing with Rich Swann going to the hospital because of Sami Callihan, saying that Sami Callihan was the only person that visited him at the hospital. No one else that visited Rich Swann at the hospital but Sami Callihan, because they are family. And then basically tells him to put the shirt on and everything, and then he's like, hold on, because Rich Swann was supposed to put a door back at him. And then he's like, look, family fights and family don't get along that much, which is true. I'm pretty sure you all know about that too. Where pertains of your families too. And he says, but family is everything. Like how OVE is going to take over everything. That type of thing. So Rich Swann decides to put the T-shirt on, and he's part of OVE, but then he swerved OVE and super kicks Sami Callihan from the back, and then does a springboard, or a handspring, double cutter onto the Chris brothers. I think it was either a cutter or a stunner. Either way, he gives them a nice move there, and then he gets out of the ring, but he left his towel belt there, and then it starts ripping the shirt off like he's Hulk Hogan of the OVE shirt. Basically, kind of like how Diamond Dallas Page did back in WCW, where it pertains to the NWO giving him the T-shirt, the Outsiders, and then DDP decided to turn on them, basically joined NWO for a few seconds and then turns on them, basically swerving them, and that was a huge moment at the time. And then also similarity to AJ Styles, putting on the cut of the colors, the cut, whatever they call it for aces and eights, and join them for like about a minute or two, and then turn on them, and that was a big deal too. And also similarity to what happened in New Japan Pro Wrestling, which was a year ago, where Kenny Omega, the leader of Bullet Club at one point, having a Switchblade, Jay White, to join Bullet Club, just for a few seconds, and then Jay White did what he did, attacking Kenny Omega, saying a statement at him, that thanks for the offer, but I'm gonna pass on it. Basically swerving Kenny Omega. Basically, those are a few similarities that bring up what pertains to professional wrestling, of joining a faction, and the whole way to join a faction is to wear a T-shirt, only to turn on them. Now about this too, I noticed that the T-shirt was a little ripped from here, which it was a clear sign there that Rich Swann was going to turn on them. I was waiting for that right moment, and sure enough, it happened. So yeah, and Sami Callihan is not happy about that. So Rich Swann, he's got to have some friends along with him now. He's got to get Willie Mack. And he also got to get someone else against OVE. It's going to be a feud that Rich Swann is going to regret having for turning on family. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm loving this, by the way. This is good. This is some good stuff. Then we get to LAX. They talk about they want the rematch for the tag team titles, and basically I think it was Ortiz saying that let them do their thing, but the Conan says well, if you listen to me do things my way, that this whole thing when they're has blown up to a heated rivalry basically. And basically Conan said that to LAX to stay put. I'll talk to Lucha Bros after the match against the Rascals, and we'll get that later basically. So that'll be on the final segment to talk about. This guy Mendez, I forgot how you say his first name, but he's been in Impact Wrestling for about I guess 3 weeks now. His first debut on TV basically was confronting Johnny Impact. So basically he's trying to stir things up, what pertains to him being the character. And basically they showed what happened last week about basically Mendez rubbing into Brian Cage's face, while he's hurt and all that, busted open and all that. He's weak and everything. About basically rubbing in the face of Brian Cage that didn't get the job done. And Brian Cage's like, what? He's like, are you serious in that? And then doctors and referees come in and they basically kicked them out. And that was it. And we'll get to more of that later. Now we get to the debut of Ace Austin as he go up against Jake Atlas. Match itself pretty damn good too. Basically it was actually it didn't just showcase Austin. I mean not Austin. I was gonna say Austin Aries. I meant to say Ace Austin. It didn't just showcase Ace Austin. It also showcased Jake Atlas too as well. Both men looked good in the match. Both of them looked strong in the match too. But knowing some debut matches, for example for Ace Austin, I knew he was going to win. So he came out, right? He was wearing a trench coat. He had I didn't notice he had a pipe with him, like a little tiny pipe, a long tiny pipe basically, like how Gambit from X-Men. And he also he has a deck of he has some card, which is the Ace. And yeah, so Ace Austin is the Gambit of professional wrestling. And you had the crowds chanting for Gambit. Let's go Gambit to Ace Austin. And Ace Austin looks pretty good in the match too, by the way. And he ends the match with the running blockbuster, which he calls it the folding. I think that's what they called it, the folding. And he got the win. So Ace Austin gets the win on his debut match. And I want to see more of Jake Atlas too as well, because I think Jake Atlas is pretty good too. So we'll see how that turns out. So next we get to more of Mendez with this whole Mendez report with Giant Impact and Taya Valkyrie, because Giant Impact is on home because of the neck injury he had from last week, which I thought was bullshit. So here's what happened. He was going to ask a question, but it was not actually a question. It was no question at all. There was no questions heard, because Taya Valkyrie pointed that out. And that's what Mendez does. He doesn't ask questions. He just goes for a statement. And basically, Johnny Impact says that first Mendez said that you let Brian Cage down, and then Johnny Impact said like, yeah, I did let him down, but injuries happens, know that, and blah blah blah. And he said he's got some neck fusion, and he said he still promises Brian Cage a title shot, and it was gonna happen pretty soon. So and that was basically it for the Mendez report what pertains to Giant Impact. Giant Impact was a horrible actor in this segment. I thought Mendez was a better actor in this segment than Giant Impact and Taya Valkyrie. But this was addressing shit still. Giant Impact is not that good of an actor. I don't understand how he's bad in acting in Impact Wrestling, where in Lucha Underground he was doing good as an actor. And then also what pertains to WWE, with him being John Morrison, I don't get it. What's going on with Giant with this guy now? Is he losing his mojo? So next we get Reno Scum. They talk about they made their return after 2 years being gone. They're making a comeback, and what do they do with him? With Reno Scum? They have him wrestle against a joke as a tag team in Fall Out Trash and KM. And basically said they beat them, but it was a fluke win. And they heard the chants of the Fall Out Trash and KM issue last week, and then William Scum said they accept. Oi oi oi. That's what they said. Oi oi oi, because that's supposed to be the catchphrase. Oi oi oi. Yeah, that. So next we get to a segment that which I thought was weird that they did this.
Oh fuck! I forgot. I could have made
So Alicia Edwards comes out, and she thanks Impact Wrestling for making everything possible, anything possible basically what pertains to her wrestling career, I guess. And she says something about her contract is going to expire this month, and said that what's next for Alicia Edwards. And she talks about how week after week she's been doing some with Eddie Edwards, candlestick and all that. And I say to myself, no, you haven't. And then she says something about showing a good time. I don't know what she meant by that, but okay. And she says she's just gonna go home and just start a family. And I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden the Dead Hit Squad comes out, and this is where it gets weird. So the Dead Hit Squad says, thank you for a woman making sense here. And then talk about how about this whole woman in power and all that. And like someone said, where is this coming from? Impact Wrestling talk about this. Where is this all coming from? And they said how Alicia Edwards is proving that she's got intelligence, and also saying that women shouldn't be wrestling. Like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, who do you think they are? But then also Gama Singh said, she should just stay at home to be a housewife and everything. So Alicia Edwards slaps Gama Singh because of that. And the Hit Squad, teases to go after Alicia Edwards, only for Eddie Edwards to come out with his candlestick, Kenny, beats him down, but only gets taken down after Gama Singh distracts Eddie Edwards basically. And then Eli Drake comes out. He slowly gets in the ring to get his piece against Eddie Edwards, but then he goes after the Hit Squad instead. So basically, I don't know where they're going with this. I don't know if Eli Drake is now a face after this, but based on what they did backstage too, I don't know where they're going with this, folks, with Eli Drake and Eddie Edwards, but we gotta wait and see how this develops too. But I'll get to that part later when I get to it. So basically, sorry. So next we get more of the Mendez report when he called with Brian Cage, who was for this week, not from last week's but this week. So Brian Cage he remembers Mendez from last week and everything. And Mendez tries to share a video about Giant Impact about what he said, and then Brian Cage is like, he didn't want to hear any of it, and he pushes him away, and basically just went home after that. So there you go. That was basically it for that one. It was short and sweet to the point there. So then we get to Eddie Edwards and Alicia Edwards backstage, going back and forth and everything. Eli Drake shows up, and Edwards thanks Eli Drake, and then Eli Drake's like, but he's not looking for any thanks, that all he's looking for is a tag team. And basically, Alicia Edwards basically talks Edwards into it, because Edwards did not want to do it, and she says that this guy for some reason is the only one that wants to be your partner, so team up with him already. And then she walks off, and then Eli Drake is suggesting we had let's do this, man, against the Hit Squad for next week and everything. And then Edwards is like, fine, I'll do it. And then Eli Drake is like, good, I'm glad you're finally seeing the right path here. And he said, let's see if this does or doesn't work for what pertains to next week. So we'll see how that turns out. So then we get an advertisement, basically a plug of GWN for this flashback, where it pertains to the Wolves, who were the tag team champions, versus the Hardys versus Team 3D back in 2014. And it was short to the point. A clip that they showed that short to the point, and like that's what they need to be doing. If they wanted to plug GWN, fine, but do a short clip of it. Don't show the entire match. So and as far as the match was too, I remember watching it back in 2014, great match, and watching it again, a short of it, and seeing some moves in the match. That was highlight matches in that match, pretty good. Still pretty good to this day. And and that was their time when they were called TNA wrestling. But and at the time, you got the Wolves, the Hardys, and Team 3D, but except now you got Eddie Edwards, who's still there, and the rest of those guys are gone, So Melissa Santos, she interviews Moose and Killer Cross. Moose says it's a great day, and Moose puts over his John Pote suit that he's got on, which is nice. He should wear a suit. and not wearing any these ridiculous outfits that he's been wearing but you already know about that thing. But anyways, but Killer Cross said if they don't get a title shot, then no one gets a title shot, and basically dressing Johnny Impact, they just got to next week to give either Moose or Killer Cross a title shot. And then Moose said something about Johnny Impact weren't basically calling him Johnny Neck Brace because Johnny Impact was wearing a neck brace during that interview, by the way. I forgot to mention that too. From the Menace report. And then Moose is like, he's got dinner reservations for him and Killer Cross, and basically try to I think he said him and Killer Cross. And then he tried to invite Melissa Santos, and Melissa Santos basically turns him down, walks away, and Moose had a pissed off look on his face because he got rejected by Melissa Santos. I guess no one ever told Moose that Melissa Santos is married to Brian Cage. But at the same time, they probably don't want to acknowledge that too. Then we get to the Rascals backstage, somewhere backstage, doing the whole circle thing with them being high and everything. Basically doing the That 70 Show's circle thing. Basically paying homage to That 70 Show. But anyways, they're talking about something being real. I don't know what they're talking about being what was being real. And they was like, oh wait, where's Dez? And then Dez just comes out of nowhere, running into his seat. Like, what the hell? Where'd he come from? And basically talk about the match against the Lucha Brothers, and they had to wear a mask against them later on in the match. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the segment. And then they brought up Moose. Basically they said Moose pink with Melissa Santos, basically making fun of Moose's suit because Moose's suit was pink, by the way. And they said that he looked like a chocolate dipped strawberry. Like, what the fuck? Oh shit! I thought that was hilarious when they said that about Moose. Just hope that Moose didn't hear that one though, because the Rascals might get their ass kicked. But we'll see how that turns out. And then they kept repeating the word "get him, get him." And then they decided to not wear the mask in the match later on tonight, anyways. Okay, whatever. All right, now let's get to the Dark War with Team Father James Mitchell versus Team Rosemary. For Team Father James Mitchell, you got Su Yung, Dark Alley, and the Undead Bridesmaid. One of the Undead Bridesmaids, basically, they got. Versus, from Team Rosemary, Kiera Hogan, or should I say, the immortal Kiera Hogan, because Kiera Mania is running wild. So yeah, but also Jordan Grace and Rosemary. So the match, they had the lights dim from the crowds, and in the ring, basically, surrounding the ring, I think it was some red, orange type of, or like blood red, or blood orange, meant to say, color. Basically, the way I seen this before that's been done, it was in WWE, where it pertains to Sin Cara matches, the original Sin Cara, by the way. And also they do this a lot in Mexico too, like Triple A. They do that. They don't do that much, but they do it on like special occasions. And this was one of those special occasions for Impact Wrestling for this whole Dark War that they're doing here. And basically the stipulation here is that if Team Rosemary wins, they get Dark Alley back. But if Team Father James Mitchell wins, then Dark Alley stays with them, and also they also get Rosemary. So the match happens. This match was decent, but it was still entertaining. This match was for what it was, and in the end, Team Rosemary won, with Rosemary going over on one of the Undead Bridesmaid in the match, and I forgot what move she did to win the match though. But basically, the Undead Bridesmaid was protected from the bloody mist by Su Yung, because it was meant for Rosemary. Rosemary ducked out of the way though. But yeah, Dark Alley is back with Rosemary, and I should point this out too, by the way. Rosemary had a leash for Dark Alley if she claims her. So because she claimed her, you have Kiera Hogan and Jordan Grace holding on to Dark Alley as Rosemary puts on the leash on Dark Alley. And I was thinking in my mind, in the gutter, about what she's gonna do to her. I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure you haven't know what I meant by that. So that was that match, and I'll get to more about Rosemary later. Then we get to Conan and Glenn Gilberti. Basically better known as the Disco Inferno. And he's talking, basically he's talking about how Don Callis is screwing with him and everything. And Conan's like, is encouraging Glenn to stand up for yourself, to Don Callis and all that. So Glenn basically goes into the door that Conan said that Don Callis is in. So I'll get to more of that later on how ridiculous it was too, by the way. But Glenn stands up to himself, to Don Callis, but it turns out it wasn't Don Callis at all. It was Killer Cross. So Killer Cross gets up looking all pissed off. I'm almost done. So Killer Cross gets all pissed off. He had to look on his face like he's going to kill him. And Glenn's trying to apologize. No, I'm sorry, and all that. And then the lights went out. Like this. Hold on a second. Like this. And Killer Cross beats him up. You hear sound effects of him being up on Glenn. I thought that was funny. And then he went to commercial after that. After commercial, they see Glenn walking a little messed up and everything. Look like he was drunk or whatever. But actually, he looked like he was being up because Killer Cross basically killed him. I thought that was hilarious though. Oh man, and I knew it wasn't on Don Callis anyways, because Don Callis is on commentary, by the way. How does Glenn doesn't know about that, But as the back of the head, I knew right there was Killer Cross there. I was waiting for the right moment to see if it was really him, and sure enough it was. But yeah, so Don Callis was on commentary, obviously. I don't know how Glenn doesn't know that, but he's still looking for Don Callis. He goes into a door where someone's saying bro, and he's like, oh, it's Vince Russo. Oh no, please don't tell me if it is Vince Russo. Please don't. I'm like, do you want Impact Wrestling to be on business? Like seriously, Vince Russo is not good. So sure enough, it wasn't Vince Russo. Thank God. It was some guy. I don't remember who it was. And then Glenn bumps into a guy who's wearing all white, and he thought it was Double J Jeff Jarrett. Why he thought it was Double J, I don't know, but it was a doctor. And then he bumps into three guys. That it was weird the way they did this too, to make them look like it was Cody and the Young Bucks of AEW. And it turns out it wasn't them. It was just like, what the fuck is this? So also he bumps into Scott Demoy, and Scott Demoy is like, don't you watch the show? You should know that Don Callis is a commentator. And then Glenn's like, oh, so that's the job he wants to give me, a color commentator and all that. So he goes out there, and I say to myself, oh, so is he really gonna be a color commentator? I'm like, good. Hopefully that means he get to replace Josh Matthews later on. Unfortunately, that's not what that wasn't the case. So while this is all going on, Josh Matthews goes off commentary. He goes in the ring. I say to myself, okay, why is Josh Matthews going in the ring? Why all of a sudden Josh Matthews is going in the ring? I already don't like him already. So why is he getting in the ring for? So he gets in the ring and goes out Scarpado. And I say to myself, wait a minute, Scarpado? And I say to myself, wait a minute, this is supposed to be the week that she's supposed to make her in-ring debut. And I say to myself, with Josh Matthews calling her out, it means she's not going to be making her in-ring debut. So what the fuck's going on? I thought she's going to be advertised to have her in-ring debut on Impact Wrestling. So sure enough, she comes out, and she's wearing high heels. So like, wait, she's not wrestling on high heels. What the fuck is this? So she's talking about, basically they're talking about how she's gonna make her in-ring debut pretty soon. Like, oh come on, really? And then they talk about her worldwide talent search that she was doing, and then she chose herself, and she said she's the obvious choice to be the one to be the one of the best worldwide talent search ever, basically. And then they talk about her favorite moments like that. I don't remember how it was asked by Josh Matthews, but Scarpado referenced Disco Inferno in a turkey suit, which back in at the turkey well actually it was called the Eli Drake Turkey Tribe, the Gravy Train the Gravy Train Turkey Tribe, I meant to say, which was from 2018, where Disco Inferno wore a turkey suit, and basically he was making fun of him and all that, and then Glenn Gilberti is Disco Inferno. He gets in the ring, and basically gives his reason why women shouldn't be wrestling. So basically, like what happened with the Destiny Hit Squad with Alicia Edwards later on. I mean, earlier on that night. We get to on this part later on, and they're doing the same thing with Glenn Gilberti to Scarpado. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, why are they going after women's wrestling for? I didn't understand this at all. And basically, Glenn saying that way to to be in wrestling as a woman is in bra and panties, something like that. And then Scarborough took offense of that and slaps him, and she says that she could kick his ass. And then he's basically brushing it off and laughing at that, and says that you should just go home, and you'll be a housewife wherever, and go shopping and cook, clean laundry and all that. Like, what the fuck's going on here? So then he leaves, and then she says, she may be a woman, but she's gonna make him, Scarborough's bitch. And that was it for that one. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? That's my thought process of this. What the fuck's going on here? And then it was announced later on that Scarborough will be wrestling against the Disco Inferno, Glenn Gilberti, in 3 weeks' time. So you told me you gotta wait more weeks to see her wrestle in the ring in Impact Wrestling? What the fuck? Like, holy shit, man! Like, they're doing these advertisements that she's gonna make her in-ring debut. She's gonna make her in-ring debut. This feels like Emelina. You know what WWE was doing? Oh, you waited so long, and here I am, and now I'm gonna go back to being Emma. This is the same way I feel about Scarborough here. You wait so long for me to make my in-ring debut in Impact Wrestling, and you gotta wait a little more longer. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. But Bobby, they advertised it to be at a free pay-per-view TV special event, and they called it Against All Odds. So 3 years ago, the last time we had Against All Odds, was obviously same thing on TV, free TV pay-per-view special event, and now here we are again, and Against All Odds has returned. Good. I wish they would do pay-per-views, instead of free TV special events instead, But whatever. So let me get to Rosemary. She got Dark Alley on a leash, and Kiera Hogan is asking, "What now?" And Rosemary's like, "What now? I got this. You can go now." And Kiera Hogan's like, "No, I want to help. Get Alley back. Because this Dark Alley isn't Alley. She's being possessed. She's possessed and everything." And then Jordan Grace is trying to convince Kiera Hogan to no, just let Rosemary handle this. She got this. And then Kiera Hogan's like, "No, I'm here to the end." And that's when they cut it from there. So we'll see how that develops. So again, it's always all about Allie. I don't fucking get it. And on top of that, you can't get Kiera Hogan away from Allie. Why can't Kiera Hogan go on her own and let her do her own thing? Why she gotta be attached with Allie? I don't get it. Oh my god, the curse keeps going on, just keeps continuing on here. It's bullshit. So Mr. Santos interviews Tessa Blanchard about Tessa Blanchard is good an opportunity. She's gonna get what she wants. She's gotta go through Jordan Grace first in this no more contention match. And she basically, Tessa Blanchard said that she still didn't get what she wanted because she's gotta go through Jordan Grace in the match. And she's basically trash talking Impact Management, saying that because what I did to Gail Kim and everything. And then she gets all up in Mr. Santos' face and basically saying that she always gets what she wants and everything and blah blah blah. And Mrs. Santos, she didn't back down. She she didn't feel intimidated like Makessa Mitchell did, or like Alicia Adult did. Adult did. By the way, what happened to her? By the way, Oh yeah, I know what she's doing. She's doing stuff on Twitch TV for Impact Wrestling. That's what she's with Anthony Corella, formerly known as Santino Marella. But anyways, but yeah, Melissa Santos, she didn't back down. This reminds me, what pertains to Melissa Santos, doing this backstage interview, because how Tessa Blanchard is, she's out of control and everything. She'll beat you up and everything, and she'll cause trouble and everything. She got all up in Melissa Santos' face, and I love that Melissa Santos showed no intimidation from Tessa Blanchard. So Melissa Santos, basically what pertains to a backstage interviewer, she's compared to Mean Gene Okerlund, because Mean Gene Okerlund also is one of the type of backstage interviewers who doesn't take shit from no one. And Melissa Santos is now the exact same thing here. So she doesn't take shit from no one, and this right here proved it. And by the way, rest in peace to Mean Gene Oakland. He's the GOAT. Alright, main event time. For the Impact World Tag Team Championship, the Rascals, which you have Dez and Wentz, versus the Lucha Brothers, who are the Impact World Tag Team Champions, and Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. Phoenix, his mask had inspiration of Venom, with the teeth right here, and I think there was a tongue at one point somewhere. But not like sticking out or anything. And then they got Pentagon Jr. I don't know what he's supposed to be. Because his has teeth too and all that, and and a big fang there too. Maybe like a red dragon or a red demon, something like that. But and some pointy things from his mask too as well. But it was cool though. But yeah, the Lucha Brothers were looking cool with their masks and all that. So the match itself, damn good main event match for the Impact World Tag Team Championship. It was on fire, and of course you had some a couple of delays and sloppiness and all that. But it was still pretty damn good, man. It was a damn good tag team match. It really showcased both tag teams very well. It presented them very well. Both of them looked strong. But unfortunately, you need one winner. Obviously, we knew who was going to win this one too, by the way. And it was Lucha Brothers. And sure enough, that's what happened. Lucha Brothers had to win it after Phoenix goes for a super kick and Pentagon Jr. At the same time with a Pentagon Driver combo. Basically a super kick, Pentagon Driver combo type of way. And Phoenix goes to run to take out. I think it was Dez on the outside, and Wentz took the pinfall, by the way. So the Lucha Brothers wins, and still the Impact World Tag Team Champions. Which it was predictable, but I'm glad the way they booked this match. They look like they made it unpredictable too. Because the Rascals looked like they was going to win the match too. And the way that Phoenix saved it too, it was pretty damn good too. Which it was kind of delayed at that one point, but still pretty damn good the way it was done. Damn good match. This is the best match of the night so far. So after the match, Conan is waiting for Lucha Brothers backstage, and says, and basically Lucha Brothers were upset about what LAX did, or Jason Santana, about basically let Conan know they don't ever touch their mask ever again, and all that, right? And then Conan was like, I'll let them know about that, but at the same time, you also disrespected them, with the whole zero medal and the whole that sign thing that they did to him. And then Conan said, and they want a rematch. And then the Lucha Brothers saying that no rematch. And then Conan's like, I'm not asking you guys for a rematch for them. He's telling them. And then he's like, and he got to next week to answer it. And then Pentagon Jr. did not look happy about that because he's like, why should we take orders from this guy and all that? And then Phoenix is like, no, calm down, bro, calm down. We got to next week to think about this. So and that was the end of the show. So there you go. And that was Impact Wrestling. Talking about wrestling for Impact Wrestling, 4 matches. Let me just double check. Yes, 4 matches. And my overall for the show of Impact Wrestling from March 9th, 2019, I'm going to go 8 out of 10. That's the highest I ever gave Impact Wrestling so far, with pertains to the shows. Besides the whole Scarpado deep throwing the banana, down her throat, which at that time I give it a 10 out of 10. In fact, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10 instead for this show. And on top of that, there was no Fallout Bot and KM. No trashes on the show. Just saying. Except Josh Matthews. But that being said, that's my review. Thank you all for watching. It's the Natural Born Driller saying peace on the streets.